Okay, so let's start with a countdown. Somebody want to count us down from 3?
1.
Go!
All right, so I'm HOBT0R. With me here, I have some very special guests. With me today are Sam and Max.
I'm Max.
I am Sam. I've never played this game, so I'm really here just because my name is Sam.
And I played this game like all the time in the 90s.
And here's one for your old man.
Had something to do with the fact that my name was in it. And
And you
there was
connected with rabbits.
yeah, there was a psychotic bunny I just really loved. And
Yeah.
But we should be testing you about this and ask what we have to do next.
Yeah.
Since you've seen this game a couple of times.
We'll be very successful with that strategy.
Yes.
Okay, so as a speed game, you might be wondering, how does it work to speed run a point-and-click adventure game? There are actually kind of a couple of main mechanics that I'm going to be doing throughout the game. The most important is just holding down the period key. I hold down the period key, we call it dot skip. It skips the lines of dialogue. There are also certain points where I can hit the escape key, and that will skip cutscenes. You can't press both buttons at the same time. And then the other main mechanic is just making sure items in the inventory are in the right order. So you'll see me flash objects on the screen from time to time. And that is just me getting things into the right position. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do here, the first big RNG moment, is we have to go to Snooki's and wait for Max to have to use the bathroom. Hopefully he has a quick bladder, but if he doesn't, we'll have to wait up to a minute just waiting for him.
Yeah, so don't screw this up.
I'll try.
I don't think he... Hey, can you open... Sure. I gotta go to the back.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Nice.
That's actually exactly where you want that to happen. All right. So, next after this, we're going to go back to the carnival, and we're going to hit some rats on the head.
Max.
But before we do this, we're just going to keep that key, because that key looked useful.
Doesn't play a part until pretty much towards the end of the game.
Yeah, but it is important.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so next up, we need to play Whack-A-Rat. So,
Yep, just hit Max, go for it.
the trick here is just to hold enter. Yeah, so the goal here is to hit 20 rats. If you get 20, you win a prize. The prize is a flashlight. We're going to use that flashlight in the Tunnel of Love. But the flashlight doesn't have a bulb. Fortunately, we remembered to pick up a bulb from our office before we left. So the plot to this game is basically we're detectives. We're investigating
Freelance police.
Well, yes, we're freelance police. But we're investigating the case of a missing Bigfoot. And we're following any and all leads at the moment. So the first kind of clue we were given is, hey, there might be somebody who lives in the Tunnel of Love who might have more information. So we're going to go try to find them. Fixing that. That should be good. And this is kind of our first auto scroller moment. There are a few of these where we just have to wait. But we're going to use our buddy Max on the fuse box.
Not the last time you're going to be abusing that rabbit.
Yep. Our relationship is fine. Don't ask questions.
It does seem like his main role is to just be physically abused in this game.
That is true. Yes.
He's part of your inventory. You have to use him.
Right, exactly.
There.
I'm always very bothered at what this guy's snack
Here.
is.
Oh my God, his head.
His head disappeared. That happens sometimes. Don't worry about it. Ooh, we got a quick cycle here. You can lose a few seconds there just due to random animations. It would be hard to see, but that was actually really good.
And he also drops a bunch of exposition on the story about what happened to Bigfoot. And
Yeah. Yep.
now you're given the key.
Yeah, this is the key to Trixie's trailer. Trixie was the giraffe neck girl who fell in love with Bruno, and they ran off to get out there. That's what we found out.
Now is the key to Trixie's trailer in fact a crowbar?
No, this is a key. Normal key.
It's like
Oh, okay,
yeah.
all right. Yeah, that's what my house opens like.
Yep. So most of this game, there are no glitches, but this is the one glitch in the game. We can do two things at once there. We can look at that, unlock the location, and we can pick up that suit at the same time.
Let it not blood.
And we just missed the Kona tragedy.
Yep, we rode the Chrono Tragedy. That meant
Hey.
that we lost all of our inventory items, so let's ask this guy if there's a lost and found. Oh yeah, there is one. Okay, he gave us a claim ticket, so let's go to the lost and found. And, you know, adventure game logic here. We'll collect all of the objects that we lost, plus one new item that somebody left. And maybe it will be a clue. Yeah, this is our new item. It's a magnet fish thing.
Acts as a clue and an item.
Huh.
Or location.
Let's go check that location out. And there, we're going to skip another cutscene here where a helicopter comes.
Weird.
But we don't get to see that cutscene. But that would make another part of the game make more sense if you see that cutscene, but don't worry about it.
Sam will yell at Max.
Okay, and now we're going to be going through a long minigame section here where we are playing Gator Golf. So now would be a good time for any announcements, if the host has any.
Sure thing. Well, I just want to remind you all that we are here raising money for the Protez Foundation this weekend, which is in turn supporting the Prosthetics for Ukrainians, which helps Ukrainian children, civilians, and soldiers get quality prosthetics in the U.S. They cover all financial needs, including visa fees, lodging, and of course the prosthetics themselves. So that is the thing that we are raising money for, and it is a very worthwhile cause. Please get in all your donations that you can. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you. Yeah, just feel free anytime here to keep going if you have any, but yeah. The goal here is we have to form a bridge of these gators to save our buddy Max, who got thrown into the beast tank by Conroy Bumpus, who is our, well, and his goon really, who are the antagonists of this game.
Well, that sounds very thrilling, but I can keep talking if you want me to.
Go for it.
Well, I'll also plug that we are here at VGMCon. Midwest Speed Fest is a adjunct to VGMCon itself, helping provide a little extra entertainment. And this year, VGMCon is theming as Oops, All Zelda. It's an BGMCon in general is an annual celebration in Minnesota that combines music performance with tournaments, indie games, panels, workshops, energy drinks, and a whole lot of fun. Its purpose is to create a community of engaged creators and fans around video games through unique experiences you can't find at home. The Midwest Speedfest team is grateful once again to be part of VGMCon and would like to thank them for providing resources and support to help us host our marathons.
All right, so we got through that section without any mistakes, which is great, because mistakes there cost you about 30 seconds if you put things in the wrong order, or get the fish in the wrong spot. So now we're going to go to the world's largest ball of twine. Shout outs to Darwin, Minnesota.
Not quite as big in real life.
Nor is there a restaurant on top.
Just can't have anything great fun.
Who here has seen the world's largest ball of twine in Darwin, Minnesota? I know I have.
I seen it in Google Maps, and that's as far as I'm going.
You know, it's a road trip. It's definitely a road trip.
Where's Max going?
He just wandered around.
Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
Okay, now we get to the big RNG section of this game. This is where most runs are going to be reset. There are going to be 4 doors in this room. A red door, an orange door, 2 doors that are random colors.
Which is white,
And what's the other one?
orange.
Orange. Thank you. I am colorblind, so that is a helpful bit of information. So the first 2 are always the same color. The next 2 are random, and which door we have to go through is also random. So one of these is going to be right. We're going to do red first, and then we'll check the 2 orange doors. And we're going to do a quick save here. This is allowed in the run, but generally, if you don't get it the first try, you're going to reset. So we're going to hope that it's the first door. My estimate assumes we get it on the 4th try, though. Okay, that was not it.
If you hear, if you hear any sound effects when you open the door, it's automatically wrong.
Okay, so there are 2 doors with the same color here, so we're going to do another quick save here. And, yeah, we'll do this. We got small. That's unfortunate. So for both of these doors, it's quicker to move to the next room than move out. Nope, not that one. And the reason why it's faster to do it this way is you have to wait for Max, and this gets Max into position faster. Okay.
Got it.
Got it. 3rd try, not too bad. Okay, so that ring that we found at the world's largest ball of twine, it belongs.
I don't think he'd want that.
Oops, no, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Is this
That was his ring. So he's going to give us some information, and we're going to have to pay attention to it. Bad Ridge and the world's largest stump. So it's a pile of burning tires and a huge stump. So what we need to do next is go back to the world's largest ball of twine and get to the top of it, where that restaurant is. Use some binoculars and find those 2 landmarks and find a rock between them. So it's important that we remember that it was Bad Rich and the stump. And before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of inventory cleanup here. So we can actually open up the inventory while we're in front of the tram, and the tram will never leave without us. So we'll do that and grab that. Shake a leg, Max. You have to say shake a leg, Max, every time you get into the
Sure.
tram. Otherwise, the speed run doesn't work.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Okay, and now we get another cutscene here. Oh, that looks useful. A dangling bit of rope. How are we going to get that? Huh.
It's a piece of twine, not rope.
Yeah, you are correct, but it becomes a piece of rope when you look at it in the inventory later.
Oh, interesting.
So we're going to
Okay,
attach this
I've launched the
lens
magnifying-
and take the wires from the rotating part of this restaurant, attach it to binoculars, and now we can rotate the restaurant while using the binoculars. So, oh, that's a
Oh,
stump.
there it is.
Stump in the world.
And it should be that one. There we go.
Nice.
That was the best RNG we could have
I
gotten
think
there.
I can.
So excellent. And now we need to talk to this guy, ask him what he's doing, and he's bending wrenches with his mind. So that would be useful to have. So we ask him for one, and he gladly gives it to us.
Good use of his powers.
Okay, so next we are going to go to Frog Rock. And then what we're going to learn from Frog Rock is that we should go to Bumpusville. But, in fact, we're not going to go to Bumpusville. We recently rerouted this. So instead we're going to go to World of Fish after that. But the big plot reveal, I guess, is there are aliens in this game?
The mole people are probably aliens.
Yeah. It's not very clear. Okay, a little bit of RNG here, too.
Yeah.
So that's...
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Max can say that's gross, Sam. Each time you put the fur down, it costs a second each time that happens. It's 50-50 shot, so we've gotten 2. So we've lost 2 seconds already. 3. Ooh, we got all 3.
Come on, Max.
Just can't shut up, man.
Yep.
That's really not too bad. That's like... I would not reset the run at that point. See, aliens. You
Yep.
didn't expect aliens. And also, did we just cast a magical spell to summon aliens? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Using water and fur.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. What do we do next?
I have no idea.
Well,
It's so
We
vague.
don't go to Bumpusville. That's incorrect.
Okay. Yep. And all this rerouting does is it saves us a trip to the world's largest ball of twine. So, in this route, we go there one less time. So how do we get that rope? Well, obviously you go to World of Fish and climb into this fish.
Right.
That's how you get it.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah. Not like there's another way down.
You can't go
Or a
around.
ladder or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
No. Nope.
No, this is clearly the only way to do it. And we get a bonk, and then we get a squish. The squish is so satisfying. I really like the squish.
And
Squish.
Ugh.
It's my favorite sound effect in the game, I think.
Well, that knife won't
Yep.
do. He'll be right back.
Gonna need a bigger knife.
Oh no, what do we do? Oh, we're gonna use our buddy again. He has sharp teeth. This is
He does.
actually important to remember later. Oh no, that's a big knife! Oh, panic!
Not the most graceful exit.
No.
But we retain the item, and we're not chased away.
And your car comes back.
Yep. Don't ask how. Car follows us. Okay, now we go to Bumpusville.
And do you know what we do there?
I have no idea.
Come on, take a guess.
Nope.
Okay.
So, obviously, we're going to do some robot maintenance.
But you have to learn how to do it.
Yeah, because we know nothing about robot maintenance. And before we do that, we're going to pick up this pillow. And this pillow is actually the first endgame item that we're getting. So there are 4 items that you need in order to beat the game. This is, that's the first one.
And let's get a little more rabbit abuse. Thank you.
Perfect. I think you always know that you've made it in life if you sleep in a lifted truck that has an escalator to it.
Yeah.
It's not compensating for anything else.
Not
right?
at all. Absolutely not.
And that wig is also going to be important later on the right side of the screen. So 15 hours later. Okay, and then the robot should just be on the other side of the portrait as long as
There it
I did
is.
everything correctly. Yep. So that's good. And this this puzzle here,
Get a little Star
I-
Wars.
I discovered watching a casual streamer that, or somebody playing the game casually, that the solution is you just plug in the first wire. You don't have to touch any of the other wires there. We all thought that you had to unplug all of the wires and plug in the first one, but no,
I
it
always
was
want to know
simpler.
whose brain that is in the robot. Because that's a human brain.
That was a good question. Not answered.
Kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go and collect a key from a virtual reality game, and that's how we're going to free Bruno and Trixie, the giraffe neck girl. More max abuse, of course.
Yeah.
And oh god, what did you do to him?
And this part used to be really scary, but we learned that the hitbox for the dragon is just to the left of the dragon. It's not on the dragon. But if you misclick, that loses you like 2 minutes. There's the key, and we collected it in real life somehow. Don't ask. So we're gonna have another kind of extended cutscene. So now would be a good time for more announcements, if there are any.
Absolutely. We actually have some donations rolling on in here, and I'm very excited to read them. First of all, we have Anonymous with $40 saying, ball of twine hype. We have $10 from Young Toonfish with no comment, but thank you very much. And finally, from Hiding an Audience, we have $250. Woo! Yeah. Who says, Sam and Mac always tickle me. Love them. Well, thank you very, very much, all 3 of you. And anyone else out there, please consider donating. It is still a great cause. It's a wonderful game that we're watching right now. That should be worth a few dollars, isn't it? I sure think so.
All right. So they told us thank you, but we're gonna go continue on our journey. We're not going back to the carnival. They tell us they're going to a Bigfoot convention in Nevada, so we're gonna follow them there. But they do tell us that it's Bigfoot only and their dates. So let's check it out, see if they're being serious about it. Savage Jungle Inn. Ooh, nope,
Sam
that's
likes to play
wrong
with the
one.
door. Next does.
So they do seem pretty serious about it. They have a guard and everything. We're trying to bribe him, but I don't think he's quite happy with us yet.
Hey,
So we'll just do this. Talk to the person behind the counter. She turns out to be a famous celebrity. Well, not
movie
really.
star.
Movie
Yeah.
star, yeah. But from like the silent era. She gives us some brochures on places to go, so let's check them out. Let's go to the vegetable museum. Let's give
What are you
her this portrait of John Muir, and she'll be able to give us a vegetable in the likeness of John Muir.
Sam,
So
do you know who John Muir is?
I do.
Okay.
there we go. And that is the second endgame item, by the way. So only 2 more that we need in order to finish up the game. So next we're going to go to Bumpusville. So we did pick up another vegetable while we were there, and that vegetable was a eggplant in the shape of Conroy Bumpus. And if you think for a moment, this is a Lucas Arts game, and there's a pedestal here. What do you think?
I don't know. Getting an Indiana Jones vibe here.
Yeah.
Max is all in.
Is it going to work?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. You got shot 3 times.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Still got the item.
We still get the wig.
Yeah, I like that the crony's reaction is basically get out of here, but hang on to whatever you took.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Adventure games often don't. It's fine. It's why we love them. Okay, so now canonically, this Mount Rushmore in Sound Max is in North Dakota. I have no idea why it's in North Dakota, not South Dakota. It's not relevant to the storyline in any way, but they do say North Dakota. It bothers me a lot. So there's a pit of tar. Obviously, we want that tar, so we're gonna have to go bungee jumping out of Mount Rushmore's nose.
Did that lady just come on to Max?
Yeah.
No, that's Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was to Sam.
It's a little strange.
Yeah, no, she makes kitsy faces at him. She likes him.
Fair enough.
So this golf ball retriever with Jesse James's severed hand gets a lot of use in the game. The hand was Jesse James's severed hand, by the
Oh.
way.
I'm glad it held up.
Yep, it did, because it was preserved in that jar.
Sure.
Okay, so we have Tar, a suit, a stilt walker suit, I should say, and a wig. That's sounding like the makings of the Bigfoot costume, yeah?
You're missing one thing though.
Yeah, we need one more thing.
And you know what that is?
A dinosaur tooth.
Oh, spoiler alert.
No, it's not the dinosaur tooth.
That's the final item. Oh, perfect.
So I discovered a way to make this part consistent. So before we were just randomly hitting keys until the mouth was in the right shape, but if you just hit dot twice and then another key, it works every time. So that went from being annoying and losing seconds to being basically completely consistent. So this is the other reason why Max's teeth are important to remember that they're sharp. He can do a buzz cut like no one's business.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so now we have everything we need for a Bigfoot costume. And we're going to steal a dinosaur tooth.
Because why not?
And let's just throw Max on top of the car.
Well, yeah, how
There
else
we
are you
go.
going to get the tooth out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Do it with some finesse. There you
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was nice.
All right, so third item down, only one more to go. And let's see if I can do this trick. Nope, didn't get it. That's fine. I've never gotten that, so that's to be expected. But there is a way you can kind of like manipulate the camera movement. It saves like half a second and doesn't cost any time to try. But because we gave that guard the rasp, he's like, okay, I know that's a bad costume, but I'll let you in. You tried.
And you're about to leave, but uh-oh.
Oh no, it's Conroy Bumpus and his goon again. What do we do? He thinks we are a Bigfoot. Oh, let's take off our costume. Oh, and Conroy Bumpus goes, hey, that's a good idea. Maybe if I had a costume, I could get into the Bigfoot convention and steal some more big feet. But Max locks them in the freezer. I'm pretty sure they're dead now. It's fine.
Well, but what happens to them at the end of the game kind of seals their fate.
Yeah.
Do we get to go play dress up now?
We will very soon.
So exciting.
And thank you all so much for helping us meet that incentive. Okay, so last trip to the world's largest ball of twine. So sad, but we're getting close to the end. We're in like the last 5 minutes or so. Let's do a little bit of cleanup of our inventory to get the items in the order that we want them in. There we go. So we picked up a bottle of wine, but we don't have a corkscrew. How are we going to get a corkscrew? Well, we have an ice pick. Ice pick is pretty close, but it doesn't have that spiral.
You're halfway there.
Yeah, it's not bent. Who do we know that can bend things?
Sure. Full circle here.
Good. Sure.
Okay, we could have lost 8 seconds there, but we didn't, so that was great. Based on the animation cycle of the psychic there, that can cost us 8 seconds randomly. It's pretty annoying because it happens so late in the run, but yeah, what can you do? And we got lucky. We got pretty good RNG in this run, except we got door 3, so.
Shall we rate?
And you also got the saying gross max.
Yes.
The hair.
We got the 3 grosses. That's pretty minor. That's like 3 seconds. Okay, and we're going to go back to the Mystery Vortex to get the final item. And I have to remember that we went through door 2, because that changes how I have to walk through this part of the screen to get, like, optimal movement. That was okay. As long as I don't... Okay, that's fine. Everything's good.
Can we try the vortex? Step.
Okay, so we're gonna try this ride. I don't know what it does, really. It's just full of mystery vortex energy. We had this snow globe, but snow globe was empty. So now we're gonna take the energy from the ride and put it in the snow globe? I don't know.
Makes perfect sense to
Yeah,
me.
I mean,
And that's the final item that we need. So, because we met that incentive, though, we're not going to go straight to the end. We're going to go and do one more trip to Snooki's. And we're going to pick up the Sam and Max dress-up game. So this game is... So originally this game came out on a floppy disk, and in order for copy protection reasons, in the manual, they had, on each page, Sam and Max were wearing different outfits, and you had to play this game and get them into the right set of clothing in order for the game to run. So we're just gonna put everything on both of them for fun, but yeah, this is playing dress up with Sam and Max.
looking good. Yeah, that's a look.
This is what you donated for.
All right.
There we go. Look at them.
They're
Look how
Looking
beautiful.
awesome.
They're beautiful.
All right, let's now go finish this game. Okay. So this last part is we're gonna cast another magical spell, and we don't need to wear a costume anymore. The big feet people are happy with us because we froze Conroy Bumpus. So each of these totem poles represents an item that we need to throw into the hot tub that's behind the pool here. And time will be on the final item that I throw into the pool, and time will be when the cursor disappears. It's a little hard to count it down, but I'll give you as much warning as I can. So we have about a minute here. So
Don't throw Max in.
yep.
Does that mean we have time for a few donations?
Yeah, we have time for a few donations.
All right.
Maybe one or two.
I have two, in fact. I have $40 from K.Irwin, also known as Emerald Arcana. Thank you very much for that donation. And we have $10 from Hevorius, who says, "Good luck, HOBT0R. Way to go on the Sam and Max speedrun."
All right, time is coming up soon. I'm going to throw in the globe, and when the cursor disappears, that will be time.
I
Time!
think I figured out one of the totem poles.
All right.
Let me see.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you to Midwest Speed Fest for having me here. This is the first time I've run any game in a marathon. So thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And thank you to everyone who donated for helping reach this incentive. It was so much fun. And thank you to my commentators, Sam and Max, for dressing up as part of the incentive.
That's right.
Um,
I'm so happy right now.
And thank you everyone on the
Thinking
Speedy
had nothing to
Adventures
do with it.
Discord who help
Well, that
run
should
and
do
route
it,
this
right?
game and other point-and-click adventure games, especially to the Woofs, Mike the
Nothing's
Dev,
happening,
and
Sam.
Grubby D. And also
What's the
special
story,
thanks to
Pops?
Santa Claus, who came up with some routing
don't know.
changes that really,
I'm sure you got the ingredients
really
right, but
drove down the
of
time. So
course, how
thank
silly
you,
of me.
thank you, Santa Claus. You really brought us a great present right before this
But
run.
in order for the
All right,
spell to work,
I
we need a
think
living
that's it
Bigfoot
for me. I've been
sacrifice.
HOBT0R, and this has been fun.
It'd be
Woo. Thank you ever so much, HOBT0R. What a fantastic run. Only here do you get to see the adventure games being run speedily. And with that, we've had a host shift, as you may have noticed. I am Matty Yank, and I'll be taking care of you for the next few runs.